Dianne.
Oh, okay, we can hear.
You can hear me now.
I can. Okay, good.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear ya.
Wait. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, Janette. Oh my God, I was like, I need to message her. I just messaged her phone. I was like, Janette, we can't hear you.
Oh
But
my,
it's all
you
right.
know what?
I do it all the time.
Every day, without fail, when I
Really?
start my talks with Janette, something
There's
happens.
no sound.
It's the sound, or my
It's a
phone
bit
falls, or the light's broken.
Oh my God, it's the same with me, Janette. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
I literally turned it on
something every
today.
time.
I turned it on and I was proud of myself. So I was like, nothing's gonna go wrong today. Watch, we're gonna be on.
And the thing is, you're so into your talking as well. You're like really expressive, and then we're like,
And it kind of looks like that.
Exactly. I love it.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm really good, actually.
Good.
How are you with isolation? How are you feeling about it?
I'm actually okay. Like, you know me, I'm a little bit like, I love to do things. I'm always like keeping myself super busy. But I'm actually being all right. I feel the days go very quick.
See, I think the same, but I'm kind of like you as well. I can make myself busy. I can always find something to do. Yeah. And I'm really happy because Ali Ash and I have only been living here for a little bit under a year and a half.
Of course.
And because we've been touring and Strictly and stuff, I've not been home. So I've been like, I work on the coffee table. I'm decorating this. I'm fixing the drawers. I'm on
nice.
You know? So I'm like, I actually
Amazing.
don't mind being home at all. I know
You've
it's
been
not
able to sort the house out a bit.
Yeah, and I think,
That's
you know, I don't look like it because I'm always on the road in a way, but I'm kind of a homebody. I do like being home.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind being at home, but I like the fact of feeling busy. But I feel like I've been doing that. So
yeah, I think you have. So wait, so you're doing every morning you do an 11 like dance tutorial or Pilates or yoga?
Yeah, so I do like a fitness class in the morning, and then I'll try and do like a dance tutorial in the day, and then I'm obviously filming like YouTube videos.
Yeah.
So between all of that and cooking Joe dinner, I am busy.
You're like, who is staying there bored? Because I can.
Who's staying there bored? I can give you some jobs.
Yeah, you do. And then you know what? There's like every conversation that I've had so far, people always keep bringing up the word routine, but it's so important to have that routine.
So important. It really is. Definitely. I think that's what keeps you sane and keeps you feeling like it's still a bit normal.
Yeah. So, and how are you and Joe? Because I know that Ali Ash and I, in isolation, not even on purpose, we've kind of split the house into two.
Oh, that's what we do. I mean, Joe has his like computer room, I guess you could call it, his office, which he is in there most of the day. Right. Except for, I mean, today he dressed up as Joe Exotic, and like, he honestly, it's the funny, Janette, I can't even tell you. I was sitting down and I was editing, and then I turn around with a tap on my shoulder, and he's there in a full-on like mullet, like I'm talking the full Joe Exotic like outfit. Kills me. Absolutely kills me.
I love that.
There's like never a dull moment.
Did you watch it? Did you watch Tiger
Yeah,
King?
we did. I
think I'm gonna change my greeting on my cell phone to go, "Hey, you cool cats and kittens. Yes, leave your message."
I knew you would do a good impression of her.
Oh my gosh, I did love
And I must say, I mean, enjoying your new TikToks. I'm enjoying Janette and TikTok.
Yeah, I'm getting
like
vibe.
It's very you. I feel like it's very like, that's what you do all the time, is like impersonate things anyway. So I feel like,
just, you know what it was? It was joining TikTok was always a bit of a mountain, like, because I feel like I knew that if I did it, I would kind of get obsessed with it.
Get obsessed, yeah.
Oh my God, Ali Ash has laughed at me because every time, yesterday I did the nail skit one.
Oh yeah.
And he leaned over the bed, and I'm just like with this thing around my hair, talking to the phone, going, he's going, wow, you've lost it. Which got you?
I mean, it's the dedication that goes into
But you've
TikTok.
been doing TikTok for ages.
Yeah,
I mean, you were the first one that brought it around, weren't you?
I mean, I started it ages ago, and like ages ago. I feel like I was doing it I
You've
can't
been doing it
remember.
for a while.
I can't remember when it started, but it wasn't that big when I started. Like it was a bit like, oh yeah, join it, don't join it. But now it is like the rave.
My brother, he made a joke and he said, I'm pretty sure that TikTok has something to do with this Corona thing because everyone is on TikTok.
It's true. Actually, how is your brother?
He's all right. He's fine. He's not got any symptoms or anything. So he's just quarantined in a house because when he was staying at a friend's house when he found out. So when he found out, everyone that he was in the house with him is now having to stay as well.
Right.
So they're all like in the house having like, you know, whatever the best thing. My mom keeps popping up, Diane. She's saying hi.
Oh, hello, Mama.
I just keep seeing it like, hello.
Oh, bless her. Oh,
my mom, everybody needs to know how obsessed my mom is with you and Joey.
Oh, me and Joey. I adore Janette's mum, guys.
She calls you
Joey. Possibly the cutest lady you ever meet in your life.
I did an Instagram live with her a weeks ago. And everybody met her and got to know her a little bit.
I love that.
Of course, I was like, Mom, so tell them, who's one of your favorites? Dianne and Joey. I love Dianne and Joey.
Yes, go on. Oh, absolutely love her.
She gets excited because you actually reply to some of her comments.
I do. We always send little messages, actually, Instagram messages all the time. I love it. I love it. So she'll always like comment on pictures and like this.
Honestly, she adores
just like you, Janette. She's like Mrs. Positivity, just like you. It's like
that's
everyone is like.
I told her, like, Mom, you're like the Sunshine Care Bear. Do you remember the Care Bears?
Yeah. Oh my God, I used to love a Care Bear.
Did you?
Oh, I loved Care Bears.
What about Strawberry Shortcake?
Oh yeah, loved him. Loved him. Used to collect all that kind of stuff.
Guys, so I want to talk to you a little bit about, like, you've had like a whirlwind of the last 3 years of your life have changed drastically, but all for like the best, most positive.
Of course,
I remember we met, what was it now? Jesus, I want to say like 9 years ago. Because I was going to Burn the Floor for about a year. And then you came to the USA tour to watch. And you had black hair then.
I did. I had jet black hair.
Yeah.
Completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were doing Burn the Floor in Australia at the time? Or what? You guys were there? Oh, no, you were doing Busch Gardens, wasn't it?
I was doing Tampa Bay, in America. Like at the theme park. We were dancing there. And you guys were in Fort Myers?
We were in Fort Myers doing the show or something.
Yeah, that's when I like you first met. Yeah.
And you've like, that's not changed. You came in and you're like, hey,
yes, true. I came in full gear, didn't I? I was like, hey guys.
I love it. I remember when you left, I said to Robbie, I like her.
Yeah. She's a bit much, but I like her.
No, I liked it. I'm a bit annoying and loud and all that. So I was like, no, I love her. But she, you came in, and how long did you do Burn the Floor for? Because you did it for a while, didn't you?
Yeah, I think all up it was like 7 years.
Really?
So basically 7 years straight. Yeah, that I did it.
And before Burn the Floor, were you and was it you and Andrew? You were competing together, or had you not competed in a while?
Yeah, so me and my brother used to compete together. And we just finished actually a really big competition. It was our like Australian Championships, and we tipped to win it the whole time, and we ended up drawing for equal first. But when they go back on the counts, we didn't actually win it. So we got
really?
We like got equal first, so the same points.
Yeah.
But because you can't have two winners, so they go back like back down from like your first round, and if someone didn't mark you back, then the other person then wins. So it was our last competition as well that we did, and we didn't end up winning. I was so gutted, but it was fine. So I was going then to dance for Burn the Floor, and I knew that. And so I went from dancing with my brother straight into Burn the Floor, and then I kind of never looked back. I went from one contract, said goodbye to my family. I was like, I'll be back in 4 months.
Where was your first contract? It wasn't in Australia?
Bay.
It was Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay, yeah. Tampa Bay was my first contract. And like I said, I was only going to be gone for 4 months and then returning home. Yeah. But within that 4 months, that's when they asked me to join the main cast with you guys. So after 4 months of being in Tampa, I then went straight on to the American tour and right here. And I didn't get to see my family for like over a year.
I know that American tour was a long one. I think we did West End in 2010, and then we went straight into a 9-month USA tour with Burn the Floor.
Yeah.
It was long. It was,
and I joined. I think I joined like it was probably more than halfway through. I think because I joined in LA.
You joined in LA. Oh my God, that's when I had my knee surgery.
You had a lot was you were going. I remember you went back to do like So You Think stuff in America.
Yeah.
For a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But LA was cool. Playing at the Contagious was really cool.
That was so cool, and I remember them saying. My very first show I did with you guys, I only did one number. I did Club Narcisse. That was it. That's all Jason put me in.
But you got in there.
I did it. But I think Katie Holmes was at the show that night.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I remember it.
She's my mate.
Yeah, I remember it. I was like, shut up. Katie Holmes is in the audience. Like, who am I? What am I doing? Pinch myself.
I remember, actually, I forgot about that story. So, long story short, I was giving her private dance lessons with my friend Tice.
Oh, so she was getting to the show.
She was getting ready to audition for a big Broadway show that she was going to try and be the lead in. Yeah. And so she was taking private lessons with my friend Tice. And Tice called me and was like, I need you there like as an assistant just so she can see things and stuff like that. Yeah. And then one day Tice got stuck and he had a class with her. So he asked me to come in and teach her for him. So I taught her. And I mentioned Burn the Floor to her, just like, listen, if you ever want to come, we're going to be in the Contagious, like, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, it's fine. She goes, no, I'll see what I could. Never mentioned it again. And in my head, I'm like, never going to happen. She's never going to come. Fast forward to the Contagious, and I get a note written by her. Hi, Janette. It's me, Katie. I'm so sorry I didn't say hello to you, but I brought the kids. Just wanted to say hi and brush her, and like she wanted to like leave quickly or something like that. Yeah. But she came and watched. And
that's like, so cool. That is so. I'll never forget it. Well, thank you, Janette.
No.
Like,
thank Burn the Floor. We've got to thank Burn the Floor.
That's so cool.
But I just, you know, when you kind of go, never, they're never gonna come. But I'll throw it in anyway just to see. And she's just so nice, like so nice. But anyway, that's that. So then you did Burn the Floor for 7 years. Oh, actually, I need to screen recording. Did I get it?
There we go. Good. I was like, oh no,
I did.
We got it.
Okay.
We got it.
No, because I'm trying to screen record them and post them on my YouTube channel. So people can go back and look at them. Because the live stories, they don't even see them on your phone. So it's really annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you did Burn the Floor 7 years, wait. You also did So You Think You Can Dance, and you did Dancing with the Stars Australia.
Yes, I did.
That's pretty cool, guy.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
The So You Think was, I mean, I made it to the top 20 girls. So top 20 girls meaning I didn't make it to the top 10 girls. So didn't make the actual show.
But you were in the top 20.
But the top 20 girls, where you have to walk down and they say like whether you've made it or not. Do you know the whole like you walk down the little thing and you get to the end and they're like, oh, you know, you've done so well. They kind of, I always felt like the people that weren't going through, they were super like positive and almost like, oh yes, I've got this. And then they just go, bow.
Then they go,
yeah. And the people that do get through, they're like, oh, you struggled with this, but we love you and you're coming through.
Yeah.
So mine was that whole, I was like, oh, this is going good. This is going good. They're loving me sick. And then it was like that at the end. Yeah. But I was in the season, well, I auditioned the same one that Robbie won.
Really?
Yeah.
And did you beat Robbie then? Did you guys?
Yeah. So the funny thing is, when Robbie did his audition, I'm not even kidding when I say the whole room just went, he's the winner of this show. And it was only like top 100 week. So there was like 100 of us and we were all sat there. And when he come out and danced, we all said, he's won it. Like,
oh wow,
he was that good.
He
And
is just
that's
in
how
case.
I remember him as that boy that when he danced, the whole room just said he's won it.
He's amazing though, isn't he? So
Yeah.
for people that don't know, Robbie was my dance partner all the years of Burn the Floor. He's literally like my soulmate. I always say like my best friend in the world. And if you hang out with me and Robbie, which Dianne has, we're literally the same person.
Yeah, it's so funny. Robbie is an absolute legend as well.
And so you think didn't happen, but then you Dancing with the Stars came about afterwards.
Yeah, so I did Dancing with the Stars after about, I've done 5 years of Burn the Floor. And then I did a year of, didn't really take a year off. I think I took however long it was to do Dancing with the Stars off from Burn the Floor and did that in Australia. And then I think the next day after the final, I was back on Burn the Floor again. So, I did that kind of in between.
You were busy. That was like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. But it was good.
How did you find dancing with, did you enjoy doing Dancing with the Stars in Oz?
Yeah, I loved it. I had a really cool partner. He was an AFL footballer.
Yeah, I saw him. He was tall.
Yeah, I always seem to get quite tall partners.
And you were blonde. This was a mixed hair phase.
Yeah, I was blonde. I was really blonde, actually. And Ashley Hunter also was in my was one of the pros as well then. But no, it was so good. I think after that is when I really went, oh, I just want to keep working in TV and I want to keep doing like stuff like this.
You got the bug. You enjoyed it.
Definitely.
Yeah. And then, so you went back to Burn the Floor straight after the final. Geez, that's pretty full on.
Yeah.
So then the big question is, Strictly.
Strictly.
How did that come about? How did that happen?
Well,
how was that conversation? Did you audition? Did they just call you out? How did it work?
Well, it was like, I was actually at home at that point. So I had stopped Burn the Floor for maybe like 8 months at this point. And I was at home and Jason, I think you had Jason on the other night, didn't you?
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah. So Jason messaged me one day and he was in Perth because I was back home in Australia. And he said, oh, do you want to go out for lunch? And I said, okay, that'd be great. So I went and had lunch with him and James. And he just said to me, look, Giovanni's looking for a dancer for his show. Do you want to come over and do it? And I was like, do you know what? Yeah, I'd love to do that. Because I had been to the UK a couple of months prior and I fell in love with the place. I just really wanted to go back. So I was like, yeah, I'll do it for sure. So next thing, I was on a plane coming over for Giovanni's show. Did Giovanni's show, and the first night that we performed, the Strictly producers were in the audience, watched, and I had an interview, and then I kind of didn't hear anything for quite a while.
Right.
And then one day I was shopping, I was window shopping in Manchester because I was like, saving my money. So I didn't know what.
If this doesn't work out,
exactly. I was like, I literally don't know what job I've got next. So I kind of was literally just pottering around window shopping.
Yeah. And
then I got a phone call from the Strictly producers. And they were like, are you in a quiet area? I was like, I will make myself in a quiet area.
No, but I will tell everyone to shh.
Yeah. And I will never forget the moment. I will never forget where I was sat. It just, every emotion, I felt like the whole world stopped as they told me that I had got the job on Strictly and they wanted me to be a professional.
So
and
cool.
It was just like this moment of, oh my goodness. Like,
it's like a moment in the film, like when it goes,
yeah,
and everything walks around.
It really, really was. And I hung up after like the phone call, and I sat there for like quite a while, and I didn't really know what. I was like tapping my phone, like, was that real? And then I rang my mum, and of course it was like, what, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. back in Australia. I didn't care. I was just like calling her, constantly calling her. And then she finally woke up. She's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And I was like, nothing's wrong, but I got the job on Strictly. And
oh,
she was like,
how nice
so
is that?
It was really cool. Yeah, it was a moment I'll never forget.
I remember because when you got announced, or when I had got wind that you were going to be joining the show, I was like, she is going to be amazing. Because I think you are literally what like being a pro on Strictly is so much about. You've got an insane personality. You're an awesome dancer, great choreographer, patient and awesome teacher. And you know, you're not, I think for me, you've not let your head get too, you know, big with the whole, because it's so easy to fall into this trap of like, oh, I'm on TV every Saturday night. I'm watched by 14 million people. Somebody gets me my coffee. I get my hair and my face done, and you can easily kind of lose your, you know, your bearings in the, and your feet can come off the floor, you know. But you've always stayed so humble and funny and true to yourself, and I knew that would happen. That's why I was so excited when you joined the cast. And I remember feeling a sense of like, I had this sense of like I had to look after you. I was like, "Are you all right?
Yeah.
Do you need anything?
Yeah.
What's going on?"
But I feel like you're always that with me. Like you always come and check if I'm okay. You are like that wasn't just a thing when I first started. I feel like that's always been like
I do.
the Janette role. Even
right there, buddy?
Yeah, even since like Burma Floor days, it's always like you've had that little wing, you and Ali Ash, and it's like, and I know that if I ever did have a problem or anything, I could 100%. I could always come to you guys, or I could talk to you about it, and you would give me like your honest opinion and your honest truth, and you would say, the thing I love about you guys is like you'll tell me if it's like the wrong thing to do or the right thing to do, or like if I was out of line, or if it's fine, or do you know what I mean? Like it's that pure honesty.
Yeah, maybe I do need to be careful because sometimes I can be blunt, and I'm working on that one.
No, but that's good. I mean, you know, bluntness is one of those things that at the time you're like, all right then, chill out. But then after, you kind of think about it and you're like, no, do you know what? It actually makes a lot of sense. And thank God they've said that. Do you know what I mean?
I know.
Like
I think that's probably the East Coast American Latina side of me. You know, I grew up in a rough neighborhood. I grew up like kind of having to fend for myself a bit. So that's why I'm kind of a bit sometimes just too honest. But it always comes from the best place.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but so then your first partner was Rev.
Actually, do you know what? Last night I was going through my old phone, and it made me so happy because I was just looking at all our little clips and Instagrams that we did, and just little videos I had taken of me and Rev, and you kind of like, as time goes on, you don't forget, but just the little moments, I was like, oh, he's such a great guy. Like,
I remember you were saying, Janette, I love it. He messes everything up, but I love it.
You know, I kind of, you know, you go into it like my first year, and I got the Rev, and I couldn't have been more happy with that. I think like he was so caring to me, like that was the main thing, because you know it was all new to me, so I was a bit scared and nervous, but he made me feel so at ease, and just like
he looked after you. He was really kind.
He really did, and I'm always like I'll always consider him as such a good friend.
I think I saw you. You just posted something, didn't you? You saw him on TV recently because I saw you. You're like, good old Rev.
I was just there, like in awe. I've seen him a lot on telly, actually, at the moment. Doing.
I think because he's just like you said, he exudes so much kindness, and I feel like he brings this sense of calm. He's funny.
But that's the thing, he's so caring and lovely, and obviously he's a reverend and stuff. But as well, he's got this wit about him that I like. Yeah. Honestly,
I still can't get over that he was like in a rock and roll band.
Oh my God, it's so cool. The best stories, like we would often, we would have to travel a lot on, I call it the sleepy train, but the train where you sleep on overnight. And he would, the sleepy train. And he would come knock on my door, and he'd be like, Di, do you want to come and have a drink? And I'd be like, okay. So we'd go sit in the little bar that they had there, and he would just talk to me for hours on end, like about stories of when he was in the rock band. And I was like this little kid in a candy store, just like with my eyes like that, like, tell me more. The way he tells his stories was so interesting. And I was just like, I loved him. He was a great guy. He still is a great guy. I always say that. He is a great guy.
He is. Well, I love Revo, and he was awesome. I think for a first year, I had Julian, who was similar for me for my first year. You kind of want somebody on your first year on the show that you feel like you're going to be mates with.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to, yeah, break that ice pretty soon. Like,
Yeah.
be my mate.
Yeah. Hi guys, we're here together. Here's with me.
Yeah.
And then we are going to talk about your boyfriend who is the second partner on the show. Oh my God, Joe Sugg.
Joe Sugg. Oh, who would have thought it?
And Joe, I remember it because I auditioned Joe for the show.
I know. He talks about it still to this day, Janette.
And I remember,
honestly, tells bloody everyone.
And I was like, guys, I don't know, because it's such a short stint that you're like, you can't really tell, and because Joe is so, he's not shy on his YouTube stuff, but on one he can be a little bit timid. So I was like, okay, but I feel like there is something there, but I couldn't really tell in that session. I was like, I think he's gonna be really fun though.
Yeah.
And then you ended up getting partnered with him, and I remember thinking, oh, this is gonna be interesting because the two of you have such like big personalities. Him with the YouTube thing, you with your fiery red hair, going, "Go on, son,
go on, son, get in there."
And you were amazing. You were absolutely. I mean, I don't think Joe expected to dance the way that he danced at all.
No, I don't think so either. I mean, I definitely didn't expect it either. And he I must say, he was very not anti doing the show, but he didn't really think he was going to do it. And he said it wasn't until he did the audition with you, and he said that you made him feel so comfortable that he was like, oh, this actually is doable. So, you know, that comes down to you, because he was like, honestly, Janette made me feel like I could.
Yeah, we were having more of a laugh than anything.
Yeah, and that's probably what I think. That's how we sort of tackled a lot of it as well when we got to it. Like, I mean, maybe for the first few weeks. After that,
I was gonna say, right, Di, I know you. You can also go like, no!
I can also do this. I mean, anything past Blackpool, don't even ask Joe how I was. I was like, no, you will not go and have lunch. You will do that again.
But you know what? Once you get past Blackpool, you kind of have this sense, you see the end. You see how close it is. So immediately, whether you want to or not, whether you go, no, you immediately subconsciously get this like, oh my gosh, I think I can do this. I think we can win this.
Yeah. And
it's the final.
It's also more so that you see them improving, and you're like, you can actually dance. Like, that's the cool thing. So you start to like get stricter, because obviously you can see their potential growing.
Like,
all right,
every now and then you
step things up.
Yeah. And every now and then you have to kind of go, okay, wait a second, slow down. They're still not professionals.
Exactly. Yeah. No, exactly.
No, but you guys, I mean, the Cotton Eye Joe, your show dance.
Cotton Eye Joe.
But I think I loved, I know you both did as well. I loved watching you do all the ballroom, especially your quick step in Blackpool. Like, your ballroom was just insane. You could see, I said to Will, we're looking for the Joe Sugg neck this year. That's
the
all
Joe
I was
Sugg
saying
neck.
to Will in training. I was like,
it became famous, the Joe Sugg neck. Yeah. He just took to it so well, the ballroom. And he still to this day like absolutely loves ballroom, and he was just so good. It honestly,
but you
felt like I was dancing with a professional.
But you can't take the credit away from yourself. You were an awesome teacher. You wouldn't have looked like that if you didn't put in your blood, sweat, and tears to get into that shape. You know, because I think a lot of people would have easily, and I'm guilty because I can be really nice sometimes. I'm almost scared to push more than I probably should. And I feel like if Joe would have gotten somebody that didn't push him the way that you pushed him, who knows if we would have gotten to see everything that you guys did together. So you did an awesome job with that.
That is what I said to him. I say to him every time that I kind of, because you do, and you're right, I feel sometimes terrible as well if I push too hard. But then I kind of say, like, this is your one opportunity.
One chance,
So, you know, just give it everything. And I can see, the only reason I'm like that is because when I see so much potential. I can see it. So I'm like, oh.
You believe in it. And you're very passionate.
I'm so passionate. I believe that they can do it 100%. I mean, I was even like that with Rev as well. Like, you know, as much fun as we had, I was like, no, you can do it, Rev. Like, anytime he would say he couldn't do something, I'd be like, you definitely can. And we'd work on it and work on it and work on it until he could do it. So, yeah, I think everyone has the potential. It's just finding it.
And finding having the patience, but also having the drive to push as well.
Yeah.
You need a mix of both. And everybody's different. Some people need to be pushed more than others. Some people need to actually be slowed down. Because if you get too competitive,
it can be too much. Yeah,
you know, it's not good either.
Exactly.
But you guys made it to the final, and then you were on tour, and then you won every single
Oh my God.
How
a bit like you this year, Janette.
Almost. Katya beat me.
Well, no, same with us. So we didn't win one in London as well. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. It was Stacey. Stacey won one, didn't she? With Aliash.
Yes, yeah, with Aliash.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but what an awesome feeling to know. I mean, you got to the final, then you won basically every show on the tour, and then you became boyfriend and girlfriend.
I know.
Life carried on.
I know.
It's amazing.
It's crazy to think. Like it's all such a whirlwind, but it's been the most amazing time.
Yeah.
I've loved every second of it. Yeah, it's been really good.
I remember all of us at one point in the competition, somewhere or another, because you're like, no, I'm focused on the dancing.
Yeah.
And I was like, Di, come on. He's so nice.
I know, all of you girls were.
I'm just trying to stay focused. We need to do well. And he needs, I was like, oh, he's so cute, isn't he?
He's so, and all you girls would say that. And then I'd be like, no, guys, come on. But then after, I was like, oh my God, they were actually so right. At the time when you're in the competition, you're so like,
no, but you did the right thing. You did the right thing. You kept your head in the game.
Exactly,
but, yeah, it was. I do remember, especially in our girls' room, we have the best dressing room. Like we just talk about anything and everything together.
There's a lot of chatting, but also a lot of sleeping that goes on in there.
Oh my God, yeah. And a lot of
couch sleeping.
Yeah, and a lot of pick-me-ups. Like, it's okay, you can do this. You're gonna be fine.
Yeah, a lot of there can be a lot of tears as well. Usually after someone leaves the show, you go up there and cry.
So now, let's go on to this most recent year, Dev.
I
feel like you had the Revo, and then you had Devo.
And then I had Devo. Absolutely loved Dev. You know, what I love about all my partners, they've all been so different. And like Dev was just like the coolest guy, and so lovely as well. Like absolutely, it wouldn't hurt a fly. Just dedicated.
But do you remember when we were in the, you know, the day that we see them all, we kind of do me and you are the first ones to do that. Guys, we're gonna are you with me? Yes. Come on, Janette.
we make our predictions.
Yeah, we do. We have not nailed any of them yet. But I remember neither of us, neither you nor me, thought that Deb was gonna come our way. We're like, oh, that's definitely not us. It's definitely not me or you.
No, because he's quite tall. And
you thought you had Mike in the bag. For sure.
I thought I had Mike.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know why I felt Will, and who was the other, or Karim. I was like, Will, Karim.
Yeah, Will or Karim.
And for actually, you too for Karim. You were thinking a lot Karim too.
Yeah.
Because me and you are similar heights, so that's why we're kind of like that's
exactly. Yeah, we always sort of me and Janette will either like I think our partners probably get swapped over probably 5 or 6 times before we actually get them. It's like no, Dianne, Janette. Oh, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. There you go.
Oh, it's definitely you. No. I think that was you. No, that was definitely you.
No, I couldn't possibly. You do it. No, okay.
Amazing. But then he was just, when you got partnered with him, I think every one of us was like, wow, we didn't see that coming. Because he was taller than Mike or Karim. Or even Will.
Mike's taller.
Yeah, but then you guys just, first of all, I think you both just look so cool together because you got your fiery red hair. He had his cool fro and like he had such a cool what's the word I'm looking for? Such a cool fashion sense.
He had like a swag to him, didn't he? He was super cool and he was a very chilled out guy. but in the same sense, he would work and practice and practice.
He
just
was
so you know,
always
like, I don't feel he was competitive as in with other people, but he was competitive within himself. So if he couldn't do something, that's when he'd be like, oh, I've got to get this, and he would compete within himself to get it, if that makes sense. But great guy. I have not a single bad word to say about him. He was so cool, and I personally think he was so talented. It was a shame he left so early.
Oh my gosh, I know.
I could have done so much more with him.
I know. He was definitely the shock exit, I think.
Yeah.
He was. But you know, there's always one. And I remember when that happened to you, everyone, I obviously was worried about you and him and being very sad for the two of you. But at one point, like, every other person came up to me and was like, Janette, you should go talk to Dianne because you know how it feels. And I was like, thanks, guys. Yes, I do.
Yeah. I mean, I remember on the Monday, I came up to you and I said, like how did you feel after the whole Aston thing? And I remember you telling me that, and I was like, okay, all right, I'm okay then for feeling this way, because it is so sad. It's just because you, again,
it's because you see, and Dev had, I mean, even the numbers that you had done up to them, I mean, was it your foxtrot that you did? Was it like his ballroom was good, his Latin was good, and then the genie, like couples, was amazing. So you were kind of going, ooh, contender, ooh, this guy's gonna be good, this one's gonna be good. But you know, it just goes to show you that the votes matter so much.
It does, and it's you know, it's that thing of also, it's just. If these things happen, you know, we were in the middle of the table, so it's a really risky place. So, like you say, the votes do matter, and it just happened to be, you know, us in the bottom two, and then these things happen. You're up against someone with a stronger dance that particular week, and it happens. So,
because Aston as well. Aston, if you ask anybody, he was probably someone that they saw. He was a bit like a Corinne, that you kind of go, he's just so good.
So good,
And then all of a sudden, when we got down to the dance-off, I think it was Molly King and AJ that night, they had a really beautiful foxtrot. And Molly was amazing in the ballroom. So it was kind of like, even though maybe overall Aston was a stronger dancer, in that specific night, on those two dances, she was the one that the judges felt was stronger. So it was just one of those things that it just happened.
Exactly. I mean, like you say, the stronger dance. If we had done the genie, if we had been in the bottom two the week before,
you would have gone through easy.
Fine. And you do. There's certain dancers as well that, you know, might not sit with your partner as well, and you know, and the cha-cha he did struggle with quite a lot that week.
I remember, because me and you that week where we danced in the same studio, and I had Will doing foxtrot that week, which was really
I remember,
hard for Will. And you came in and you're like, Janette, let's take
one of those weeks.
It was hard, but you did so well. You know, I think what's nice about what seeing you and Dev and everything that happened is that you've stayed good friends, and he was really worried about you. You were really worried about him. You caught up with each other afterwards, and you know, and the stuff that you did together was just so good.
Exactly, and that's what, you know, that's what we have to look at it now. And I still, you know, still talk to him to this day, and we always just say, we had the genie dance.
Yeah.
We always end up with, you know what, it's all right. We had the genie dance.
I think actually as well, when you told me, because you know I'm a mega Disney fan. When you said, guess what we're doing for couple's choice? I was like, no, you're like, we're doing Aladdin, Friend Like Me. I was like, oh my God. And then I go, wait, are you Jasmine? And you went, I'm a boo.
And you were like, even better. And you're like the only person that I could say something like that to. Everyone else would be like, why don't you want to be Jasmine? And you're like, please want to be a boo.
You're like, I'm a boo. Even better. Yes. Oh gosh. So Di, now let's go on to the next aspect of your life, which is YouTube.
Yes.
I know you've got like a great mentor in Joe Suggs and his sister Zoe, who are both like YouTube sensations. However, I still feel like you always had this knack in you. You've always been creative. You've always been hilarious. And I think people just fall in love with your personality easily. So when you told me you started doing it, I was like, oh, watch this space. This one's going to fly. Yeah. Are you loving it? Did you? I know you said to me, Janette, I love the editing. I love the creating the content. Are you loving it?
Yeah, I do. I really love it. I mean, I think that's why I love things as well, like TikTok and stuff like that, because there's such creative platforms. Like, you can literally do what you want to do.
Do anything, yeah.
Get your own and make it a bit different. And my day is filled, like, sometimes I have to slow my brain down because I get so many ideas running through my head that I'm like I start to twitch a little bit. Love it. But I love the whole fact that you're kind of your own boss in a sense. So and it's so nice to see the people enjoying your stuff, and I like to be as interactive as possible with all, like, the people that watch my things, because, you know, without them I don't have a channel, it doesn't exist. So, you know, they watch it, they like the stuff I create. But yeah, I guess I have always loved chatting to cameras, like being like a bit of a social life.
You are really, and you've always been hilariously funny. From the day I met you, I went, oh, I like her.
I think because I grew up, it's like you grew up with, I mean, you've got one brother, don't you?
I've got a brother and my sister,
Yeah. So I grew up with two brothers as well, and they were two older brothers, but they were just like, one of my brothers is actually hilarious. And I think as a kid, I like was super like looked up to him in the sense that, oh my God, everyone's laughing at him. I want to be like him. I want people to laugh at me like laugh at him. So I feel like it kind of stemmed from that, really. I had one very sensible brother and then one like hilarious brother. So I kind of balanced myself out all right. But yeah, I love it.
Well. You're doing Diet 5, you do Independent with Joe and Dianne, and you won an award for, is it Best Newcomer?
Yeah, Best Newcomer last year. Was it
awesome.
Year? I don't even know. Yeah, last year I think it was.
That's amazing, guy. Yeah. And I love watching your videos because it's so you.
Yeah, exactly.
I know you personally and at work and as a friend. Yeah. And when I watch your videos, I'm like, yeah, that's her.
That's definitely me. I think that's what I try and do with all my videos. I really do try and keep them so raw and real, because I think, you know, I mean, obviously to an extent that I don't put everything, I don't put my whole life on the internet, but, you know, if it's real and funny and it's lighthearted and makes people laugh, then that's what I like to do. So.
And you did something, not recently, it was a bit ago now, but I remember looking at it and feeling like I almost felt like a proud big sister. But you were on the cover of Happy Fool.
Yes.
And that magazine is such a cool magazine because all it talks about is, you know, mental health and being you're loving yourself in not just the way you look, but on the inside, and being kind to one another. It's such an awesome magazine. And when I saw you on the cover with the title, I was like, she's perfect for that. Because I think that's all the stuff that you put out there is positive, is happy. And and it was good. Did you enjoy doing that? Because you're beautiful in all those photos.
Yeah, I really did enjoy doing it. And it was like my first ever like cover shoot that I've ever done, so it was very
I remember you posting it
moment.
Guys, I'm on the cover.
I know, it was like, it's so insane, like all these things that happen to me I really don't take for granted. I really do, like I take a little moment for everything that happens, and I'm just like, wow, like that's insane. But it was lovely, like when I did the interview and stuff, she was, you know, she was like, you don't have to say what you don't want to say, but I felt really comfortable with the lady, and I just, I wanted to be completely honest, and it was probably one of the most honest interviews I've ever done with someone. And it felt good, and I got a really nice response from it, and
it was amazing. I read the article, and you just look so stunning, and actually the photo that I used to promo that you
saw
was from the Happy Fool.
Was from that,
so beautiful. I loved it.
Thank you.
And then you did Here Come the Girls with Chloe and Amy.
Yes.
And then now you've got Joe and Dianne. So now you're also doing your own tours. I mean,
yes,
you're like smashing live.
Mad.
Unfortunately, because of Corona and everything, the Joe and Dianne show had to get postponed, but it's postponed, so that's good news.
Exactly. So it's still going to happen. I'm super excited for it. We worked so hard, as you guys know. I mean, like, coming up with the show is such hard work, and it can be very stressful at times. But then when I saw a post that you guys ran your full show as well.
Yeah, we did it. I think we were on the same kind of rehearsal schedule.
I think we were,
so I think when we ran our show, the day that we ran the show top to bottom, the next morning we got the phone call that we weren't going to be going through with it.
Yeah.
And you guys had a very similar thing happen where you ran the show, you saw the potential of what it was going to be, and then it didn't happen. Yeah.
It's sad, isn't it? But I mean, as long as this all gets better, and
it will.
It
will. And I'm gonna come and watch the Joe and Dianne show. I cannot wait.
Yeah,
it's gonna be amazing.
Honestly, Janette, you of all people will find it funny.
I will enjoy it.
You will.
I'm gonna go
there going
even better.
Yes. So now I'm super excited and can't wait.
Dianne, I'm gonna let you go because we've been talking for 45. Geez, we can talk.
But
I just want to say I think you're just such an awesome girl. I'm so happy for all the great things that have been happening to you. I do really believe in my heart good things happen to good people. Maybe sometimes not as fast as they think or they want it to happen, but you are definitely an example of what hard work and being kind and like just exuding positivity and heart. And I just love you to bits. I love you.
Thanks, Janette.
I hope you take care of yourself.
You too, and all of those things right back to you. You're an angel as well, and you're
so stunning. And actually, the photo that I used to promo that you
saw,
was from the Happy
was
Post.
From that,
so beautiful. I loved it.
Thank you.
And then you did Here Come the Girls with Chloe and Amy.
Yes.
And then now you've got Joe and the Joe and Dianne show. So now you're also doing your own tours. I mean, you're smashing live.
Mad.
Unfortunately, because of Corona and everything, the Joe and Dianne show had to get postponed, but it's postponed, so that's good news.
Exactly. So it's still going to happen. I'm super excited for it. We worked so hard, as you guys know. I mean, like, coming up with the show is such hard work, and it can be very stressful at times. But then when I saw a post that you guys ran your full show as well.
Yeah, we did it. I think we were on the same kind of rehearsal schedule.
I think we were,
so I think when we ran our show, the day that we ran the show top to bottom, the next morning we got the phone call that we weren't going to be going through with it.
Yeah.
And you guys had a very similar thing happen where you ran the show, you saw the potential of what it was going to be, and then it didn't happen. Yeah.
It's sad, isn't it? But I mean, as long as this all gets better, and
it will.
It
will. And I'm gonna come and watch the Joe and Dianne show. I cannot wait.
Yeah.
It's gonna be amazing.
Honestly, Janette, you of all people will find it funny.
I will enjoy it.
You will.
I'm gonna go
there going
even better.
Yes. So now I'm super excited and can't wait.
Dianne, I'm gonna let you go because we've been talking for 45. Geez, we can
talk.
But I just want to say I think you're just such an awesome girl. I'm so happy for all the great things that have been happening to you. I do really believe in my heart good things happen to good people. Maybe sometimes not as fast as they think or they want it to happen. But you are definitely an example of what hard work and being kind and like just exuding positivity and heart. And I just love you to bits. I love you.
Thanks, Janette.
I hope you take care of yourself.
You too, and all of those things right back to you. You're an angel as well, and you're like me big sister.
I got your back.
You got me back.
I had a fun game to play, but I've run out of time, so I'll just tell you about it another time. We'll do
all right. We'll do another one.
We'll do another one.
I
love you. Please say hi to Joe.
I will do.
Bye.
I'm going to say hi to Joe.
Thanks for tuning in.
Bye. Thanks, guys.